Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, ducklings, and friends alike. Welcome to Wednesday's 2.03 reveal stream for Duckling class. My name is Luffy. I'm joined by Saracen. Saracen, what do we got tonight for our friends?
Oh, we got the excitement. Let me tell you, we have very interesting flags tonight, as this is what I like to think of as the other kind of floaterless. We'll
Right.
get to that, good people. So, Chaos Rampage. What do you feel about it, Luffy?
So we were kind of discussing this a little bit in the booth before we went live here. Uh, it's a very particular way to play. Most of us have kind of like a scripted start, I would say. We do some of the similar things. We go a certain route and pathing because of what we're given initially. So you're going to see Saracen take a route that is much different than you're used to seeing in the first several weeks here because of the gear and items we're given right away. So this is going to be enjoyable. It's very fast in a way, and can be punishing at times, but rewarding when you get there. And we'll cover that when we hit it. So it's a lot of fun. You're gonna like this one.
This is a flag set that I wouldn't be surprised if people roll a couple extra ones just because they're kind of popcorn, right?
Yeah, indeed.
So I think perhaps enough teasing. Let's get into the flags themselves.
Hmm.
So the goals, you will notice that this is very different from any prior week.
Yeah, we didn't have much checked over here aside from the add Tover exit. Now you're going to see unlock Temple of Fiends, which is pretty cool. Shorten Temple of Fiends, so we don't have a full dungeon. We're going to fight some fiends on Chaos Floor, which is the only floor we're going to see, and we're going to fight all of them. One, two, three, four, all of them right in a row.
So just to be clear, unlocked Topher means that you do not require the Mystic Key to open the door.
Hmm.
In short Topher, we do have a loot plate and we do have a door. Unlocked Topher removes the key requirement.
Yes, correct. But
We're
you
going to
will
get to
still
the
need the
rest
loot.
of that a little bit later.
Yeah, you
Uh,
will still need the loot, but we'll get to that. It's no big deal.
Yeah, we are also still going to need to light all four of the elemental orbs, so we'll have to go to Earth, Volcano, Sea, and Sky.
Hmm.
But you're going to see why this is a little bit different.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
On to difficulty and scaling. The first, I think, thing that you'll notice is that XP in gold is cranked.
Yeah, this is as high as it can go. Five five times. You're gonna see levels come fast and quick. This is fun because this makes, like, in certain party compositions, like a tile that has a couple, Sarias on it or something, give like 20,000 XP at certain points. Like it's pretty crazy how high this can get.
So I do want to clarify here because the scaling slider can be a little confusing. The multiplier is actually used to divide the required amount of experience that you have for your levels.
Hmm.
So the experience numbers themselves are going to look relatively normal because it's only plus 100.
Yes.
However, the levels will be very fast because we're dividing our required experience by 5. Also worth noting in this is we've taken the encounter rates a bit lower. So this you're going to see a lot less encounters overall
Yeah.
than you might be used to.
Yeah, 3 and 256 on the overworld, 1 and 256 in the sea, and the same in the dungeons. So these flags, like Saracen was saying, are designed to be some of the quicker ones that you'll run in the community. So there's not much in the way of overworld manipulation. It's just you're going to be traversing fast, and there's not going to be much to stand in your way at times, which is pretty cool. This is all about getting your items and going, and we're going to get to that item page in a minute and see exactly what we need.
Also, welcome to our raiders here. You're getting in just in time as we're going through the flags for tonight's reveal stream.
Yes, thank you.
On to our incentivized locations and items. A couple of things that are very obvious here. There's a lot of equipment that's incentivized.
Yes.
A lot. 21 locations is pretty standard for what we put out in the last couple weeks.
Correct.
21 items, pretty standard, but hey man, there's a lot of gray boxes here.
Yeah, yeah. um, I tend to say this is a lot of junk in the pool. When you see this, there's really only a couple items in there we really want, but that's the point. We have to put junk in the pool to make this viable and interesting, and you're going to see why in a second. But there's some good stuff in there. The ribbon's always welcome. The masa obviously always welcome. Katana's great. Vorpal is a Vorpal, fine. Power Bomb is great. We gave you some good stuff. We didn't just throw crap out there.
Now, I really, really need to emphasize the hint givers are still on.
Yeah, use them.
Please use the hint givers. They're actually really good in this flag set.
Yeah, they're very important. With all this junk, air quote, in the pool, you're going to want to know where things are, because you're going to want to get your items as fast as possible and not have to double around and triple down and go back here. You want to know what's where, so use them. And you're going to have access to them pretty quickly, as you will see.
All right, moving on to game mode and overworld. Hey, guess what? This goes back to what you've been used to seeing with just early open progression. Let me tell you, that doesn't matter.
Nope, not one bit.
We're gonna get to that very shortly, because that's where the fun starts.
Yeah, you think you only can walk around? Now you're going to have a little bit more access than walking.
Yeah. Maps and routing, nothing really changed here. We still have all the same flags we've been working on.
Did remove Bahamut's Horde here because of the floaterless on Sunday having that, but it again, it's not going to matter.
Treasures and freebies. Here's where the fun begins.
Yeah.
All right, free ship. Okay. Free airship. Cool. Free bridge, free canal, free canoe, free loot, free tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the discount store today, buddy.
Yeah, to the point earlier of why there's so much junk in the pool, you got everything already you need for the most part to beat the game. You got tail if you want to promote. You got loot to be able to get in Temple of Fiends. You got the free key, not necessary because Temple of Fiends is unlocked. You really only need to get your essential dungeon items and go. So this boils down to 4 items and go, essentially.
Yep. Also worth noting, Better Trap Treasure is turned on. So if you're familiar with that flag from the Winter Tournament, I mean, I'm sure there is at least a couple of guides sitting around in the Discord from that.
Yes.
Yeah. John R. pointing out, yeah, this is why we have routes in mind already. You're going to see some things that you're not used to seeing with this.
Yeah, there's a very specific route that I run. Saracen has one as well. I got to get my mind into this. We were talking about it, but you're going to see specific ways to go around the overworld here to hit certain things. So very true.
On to shops and magic. We got a couple extra flags in here. Yeah. I'm very excited about this. So Shop Shuffle is still on. However, we have random weapons and armor, which means that it's not the same pool of items. Maybe there's no pro rings for sale. Maybe there's, maybe there's no gold bracelets. However, include caster and elite gear.
Yep.
Sometimes you find ribbons for sale. Sometimes you find masas for sale. Sometimes you find excals for sale. It's a great time.
Yeah, have you ever had a fantasy of having 4 Masamoons swinging through your party? This is a possibility for it to happen, and you can get it relatively early if you're lucky. So yeah, I mean, it can be out there where you can have a party full of 4 Masa Swingers, and who needs to track it down when you can just buy it in a shop?
And so, whereas in most flag sets you've been running, you may have skipped weapons and armor shops, particularly weapon shops. They're usually pretty bad, right? But this flag set is going to allow you to do some fun things potentially, and it's going to make it worthwhile to check out all of your shops.
Yeah, you definitely want to route those in. Typically, like Saracen said, you go through your armor shops. You're looking for your pro rings, your gold bracelets, your essential kind of gear. You're going to be hitting the shops you wouldn't normally hit. You're going to check that Gaia armor shop or weapon shop. You're gonna walk up to the Melman and check that armor shop up there and see what's in it. You're going to want to know what's there because you can buy Aegis shields, opal rings, dragon armor I've seen for sale. It's all out there.
I have done a few practices of these. You're probably gonna want to do a practice before you do the weekly. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure, for sure.
this is a very, very different flag set from what you're used to. But so with the shop shuffle is very important, and you should continue to check your shops much more than you're used to.
Hmm.
Um, that's it for that section, though. Let's see, enemies, formations, and bosses. Nothing interesting and new there.
No.
We've left that alone.
Yeah. Notice the shuffle trap tiles again, though. So, um, the way XP comes in these, you're really not going to do much static grinding for the most part. You can, but there's only certain tiles you're going to want to bother checking because, you're not going to want to go to Ice Cave if you can help it. You're not going to want to go to even Marsh Cave if you can help it. So the shuffle tile might be useful, it might not. So just make a note of that.
It is so nice when you get to skip ordeals in this flag set.
It really is quite good.
All right, party composition. We got some spice here too.
Yeah.
We're doing forced.
Yes.
You get a guaranteed melee, a guaranteed mage, and 2 other forced characters. You don't get to pick the party because the fun of Rampage and its much faster sibling Chaos Rush is that you have to deal with what the seed throws at you, but you have a lot of tools with which to do that.
Yep.
So, that's another thing that I absolutely love about this flag set.
Yeah, it's fun. It can make for some really interesting compositions. The triple melee, if you will, is a possibility. There's a lot of really just random stuff you can see here, which is great because we're playing a randomizer anyway.
Yeah, and what I really love about this is at the character select screen, because like you're stuck with whatever you get, right? But you start talking about your win condition before, like, for real, before you hit go, right?
Yes,
And you
correct.
know that whoever you're racing against is making the same decisions at the character select screen, even though they're not actually selecting anything. You change your route, you change your priorities based on what you're forced into, and that's fantastic.
Yeah. And John was just pointing out in chat, does this mean everybody will have the same party? Yes. It takes the decision of party composition off the table for you and makes it for you with what the seed gives you. But that's the beauty of it.
All right, on to classes. Not a whole lot changed here. We still have our improved harm for white mages, our thief lockpicking. We have turned off the half BB crit rate. So black belts are going to be spicy again. They go punch.
Yeah.
Class blursings, we have 2 bonuses, no malice. Innate magic bonuses are on. Let me tell you, there is one innate magic bonus that I absolutely love seeing in this flag set, and it is tele magic. Anytime I can warp or exit right out the gate, I love it.
Yeah, there is so much value in that extra added movement because you're given everything up front to be able to traverse the entire world. To have warp and exit given to you right away, even just 2 casts of it, it can make an ice dive so much less daunting if you have just that 1 shot of warp to check the incentive tile and then that 1 shot of exit to get out with speed. It's really super helpful.
Beyond that, I think this pretty much looks a lot like we've seen other classes. So we're pretty standard here, right?
Correct. Yeah, not much else changed past that. I think gear and items looks about the same with the equipment and all. Nothing really changed down there. Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, I think the rest is all the same stuff you're used to seeing. So with that, I think it's time for us to go fast, right?
Yeah, it's time to, kick it into high gear, if you will.
So I can't see the stream, but I'm assuming that Hate's pulling up over to my screen.
It is up.
All right. So this, I have feelings about this party just up front. Somebody gonna die. They gonna fade down.
we were talking the triple melee possibility. Let's have some fun with this. It's out there. Yeah, Thavian, this white mage. My God, I would have
Uh,
taken one anyway.
so, well, we haven't shown the blurses on everything yet, so they don't know.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. So our thief starts with some extra money and clean magic. Remember, clean magic can include life and life too. So, pretty good.
Yeah.
Our black belt is a black belt. It punches undead better, which is really cool if you find the zombie detail.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
That's juicy.
Yeah.
All right, I love resistances anytime they come up. The agility doesn't really matter. I mean, it's like a small amount of evade, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, but lightning, poison, and earth resistance all very good. Earth resistance kind of difficult to come across, except for the Aegis shield. Poison resistance pretty difficult to come across, except the ribbon. Very good.
Yep.
Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, for sure. I really can't think of a much better start for a white mage here. Aside from maybe like, I don't know, elemental plus magic, I guess, sure. But I mean, even that heal magic is so beautiful. But that resist all, she's got a free ribbon, essentially. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you don't see this blessing very often. It is very powerful. The white mage is going to have Cure 3, Heal 2, and Life in the level 8 slots, which are slots that I don't typically care about. However, it's worth remembering that with the gigantic scaling on experience that we have, it's actually likely that we'll have extra charges of level 8.
Yeah. Those 2 charges you start with, they literally might be 4 or 5 by the time we're ready to finish this. It's true.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing here. Now, I think, being who I am, that this black belt's going to take a dirt nap. Because
Probably.
I very much want to show off dumb routing in this.
Yeah.
Because I love it, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I think unless you walk into an eye tile by happenstance in one of your first few checks here, this 3-man's going to slap.
Yep. Now, I will say there's a little bit of wariness I have about the magic situation, but we're going to figure that out, guys.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So, everybody ready for some goofiness?
Let's do it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Get in the boat, Luffy.
Let's go. We're taking a ride.
Heck, Canaria, we're getting in a boat.
Yeah, you need level 1 magic when we can just fly up here right away. Alright, so
what I'm looking for here, giant gold chest is huge.
Yep, enormous.
The multiplier on golden experience, it also divides all the prices. Pretty cool. Yep. So that 10,000 gold chest is enormous. Yeah. That's going to fund a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Free iron armor and the ice shield too. That's decent for the knight to have right off the bat, so pretty good.
Hey Luffy, we have a free tail. Did you know that?
I did. This is beautiful. Have you guys ever seen promotion at 57 seconds? Because you're about to.
Maybe 57. Yes.
Yeah.
We did it, chat.
I've taken that walk once or twice.
Now, this is where that telemagic start is real juicy. I wish that I didn't have to walk the hallway twice.
Yeah, it would have saved about 20 seconds here, but again, that's fine.
Notice we got an experience chest in that first Cardia location. So we're like level 6.
Yeah,
or so.
Right away. Ooh,
Bane sword, not bad. That's an actual weapon we can use.
Yeah, we can swing that along with throw it at enemies and cast poison, so that's not bad.
So one thing that I'll say here is watch the lineups that I do.
Mm-hmm.
There are lineups that I'm using to know where I am on the overworld as I'm flying around. Ooh.
Ooh, spicy.
So I'm level 7 already.
Yeah, just like that. 2 minutes in, and we haven't even like checked Canary or done Garland or anything.
Yep. All right.
Oh, those houses though.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yep, yep. I love the housing market when it's sub 1,000. When it's 250, my God, just give me like 30 of them. Let's go.
All right, so if you notice they're landing to the right or left of Cardiagrassi and flying left will get you directly to Underhill the Merchant. Going one space to the right from Underhill and flying north or south will get you right to Sarda.
Mm-hmm. There's those lineups that Saracen was talking about. Oh, seed be blessed. We got one of our 4 necessary items right off the get.
That is fantastic.
That's
that is
huge.
our first incentive item.
Mm-hmm. Huge.
3 minutes in, haven't bought a spell yet. Pretty great. The first armor shop I check in the seed. Flame armor +4. Very interesting to see. Potentially worth buying.
Yep.
Not yet, though. We don't have enough money to guarantee that we can buy that and also get, something worthwhile.
Underwhelming
So I only checked the
in
black
that.
there to see if I was going to miss out on a good spell.
Yeah. Little underwhelming in that first weapon shop, but give it time. Ooh, handy.
Oh, Urban Provoca. Cool. We don't need to check item shops anymore. We know where it is.
Part of me hopes this costs like 40K, but I'm not wishing that upon you.
Well, here's the thing: is it can't.
I know that the 29 or 32,000 crystal on Sunday was an anomaly.
Hey, that guy also knows about this herb. All right, is there
Saber.
anything we're buying here? Yes, Saber on our ninja.
Yep.
Note: I promoted so that I could buy spells right away. Wow, this is trash.
Yeah, tier 1 harm is ick, but it's a good thing we found that Bane sword. Chain armor is not bad.
I don't care about chain armor. We got better things to do.
Hey, there we go.
Next gal.
There we go. Who needs weapons when we can just or spells when all we got to do is just slap things down.
So I am a little bit lower on gold than I want to be, knowing that the herb is for sale.
Mm-hmm.
But, we deal. Do it, White Mage. One hit. All right. The fact that the knight didn't kill Garland there is a little bit disappointing.
A little bit.
We're level 8 now.
Slap by the black belt, though. Took him down. Oh, hey.
All right. Asa -2, I guess.
That's fine. You can put it on the, White Mage. Perfect.
Yeah. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Oh, yeah. The Walk of Shame. So I really wanted Telemagic to show off that you can cast Exit from the castle and show right back up at your skyboat.
Yeah.
All right, we have a lot of trash. We need something actual good.
We do. But we've gotten a few of the garbage items out of the way, but the 2 good ones with the masa and the ribbon, so it's fine.
Yeah. Wow.
Night learnable life is nice.
Oh, I should put that on the knight too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire 3 is fine. Temper and Saber on the ninja is really good.
We're just gonna check. Is there anything good here? Oh, there's Thor +5. Man.
Wow.
There's our improved Thor fighter, right?
Right. So, question in chat from John: where's the hint guy? And yes, hate gotta. He will only show up there by the white magic shop once you have rid the town of Bicky and his band of pirates.
I'm using harm 1 to kill these pirates, which feels really weird.
Yeah.
I'm also using Bane Sword to kill these pirates, which feels pretty awesome.
Yeah. Pirates with little to no magic resistance at all, and while I say that, 2 of them remain alive.
It happens.
Yeah. And bottle.
We get a bottle. Not bad.
All right.
That herb is just a little too expensive.
Yeesh. Yeah, maybe we have something to sell. We can sell that ice shield, I guess. You know, that should be enough.
Was it enough?
I think so. 72. Yeah, 72.
It is. Okay, cool. That
That'll
ice
work.
shield was terrible, so that's fine.
Yeah, we got an Aegis for that night anyway. Silver +5, gold +3 was that? Like
+4.
+4. That's the worst shop to see good armor in is that one, in my opinion, but at least you know they're there.
I don't know that I'll bother, you know?
Bonk.
Yep, every bonk with the airship feels absolutely horrible in this game mode. There's our Oxy. That's 2 down,
big.
2 to go.
Really good. 2 of our necessary key items at the 8.5 minute mark. That's really good. I like that.
Yep. I didn't have money to go check the spells, so this could be really annoying if exit was level 3.
Mm-hmm. First encounter very far down in Marsh Basement here, so that feels pretty good. You can see already the effect of having a lower encounter rate.
Yeah.
Davian, first encounter at 9 minutes that's funny, right? And we're still level 9, so pretty good.
Yeah, experience chests are really good. Oh, I don't have the tools for this encounter.
Yeah. Harm 1's not going to get us there, but that's a juicy party grind tile, we would say.
All right, I don't mind this. So we found the bottle from the king, right?
Right.
And so, well, we got the bottle wherever. Anyway, the point being that we have an incentive item to turn in over there already, so we can just translate the slab, double dip, maybe take well, no, we're probably not going to get an encounter on them. If I hard reset, there's not going to be one.
Probably not, but yeah, maybe. Yes, Davian, we did buy Fire 3, but no charges of that to level 15. So even though we're promoted at 57 seconds and we're that ninja and we look really cool, we can't use magic yet.
Yep, it's tragic. We're still going to check our weapon and armor shops just because they could be great.
Yeah.
Elfland is still on the table. Gaia is still on the table.
Somewhere out there might be a ribbon.
I don't terribly much care. Crystal is in ice. That's interesting.
Yeah, that could be necessary.
There's our exit and our cure 4. So where I'm at mentally right now is I desperately need money. And I desperately need to start pushing, right? Like my par time that I shoot for is about 35 minutes.
Yep.
Practice seat earlier today, I checked this hint giver, and they told me where the slab was located. The crown will come from the bottle. Okay. Okay.
Well, fetch quest to fetch quest. At least it's not fetch quest to crap.
Yeah. I really wish I had gotten an encounter on the way here.
Yeah.
Uh,
White shirt plus 5. That's fine. That's something for the white mage to put on. It's fine. There's harm 4. And
yeah, Harm
love.
4 is the winner there for right now.
Yeah.
And there's Fade, but
Okay.
we're gonna have to get that out of another shop. And
Yep.
then, is there anything in Black Magic?
Rack, sure, whatever. Fast.
Yes.
There it is. All right.
There's our actual worthwhile spell.
Yep. So fast, temper, saber, all ninja learnable is really pretty good. No real sweeper there aside from Fire 3, but that harm 4 and that fade will do just fine with the white mage. So the seed's decent with magic, even though we haven't seen much of it just yet. Ridiculous. Of course.
Reciprocal hint giving.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I feel power bonk here. Crown. Oh no, crown to power bonk is what I'm feeling, unfortunately.
Well, so my thought process here is I'm going to turn in the crown because Astos will give me levels,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to go do Earthgate because
Yeah.
Earth is incentivized. I have the rod.
Mm-hmm.
The incentive is the otherwise terrible vampire chest. We get the cube from Astos.
Ooh, okay.
That's big.
3 out of 4 is pretty good.
Level 11.
Yep,
I
that'll
don't
work.
hate it.
That'll work.
I'm gonna quick do a check on these spikes.
Not the worst idea. Yeah, Grey Worm is nothing spicy.
Nope.
1 to 3 waters is fine, but nah, you don't want that.
No. If I'm gonna take a fight, I'm gonna take something good.
Yeah.
We zooming.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
You'll find in these flags that
Do that again, actually.
yeah, that's
I'm
actually quite
totally
helpful
on
now
board.
that I'm thinking about it. That's helpful. That helps you.
Yeah. I did equip the ribbon on the fighter. Or the knight, rather.
Mhm.
The black belt will die as soon as the black belt dies. I am going to heal the ribbony people.
Mhm. Yeah, right now they're the only 2 party members that matter.
So I do need gold, yes. The call out about the no Asher trunk. I do need gold. However, I am going to check this chest because this is a better trap treasure.
You will also notice that that pack of undead was giving almost 5,000 gold, with a simple sweep of that harm 4. So these garbage fights right here, trash fights, if you will give you some gold as well.
I think the knight's going to run. Oh, he's not going to. Cool.
Hey,
I think he's going to.
What?
What is this?
What is this evasion? There you go, perfect. Level 15.
We're going to leave the ninja up front for the agility. Even though it's face down on the floor, it is still providing a valuable service.
Yep. Okay. I mean, we were going here anyway, and there's worse things to find.
Oh, I didn't actually equip that. Huh.
You got very lucky then. That ages saved your
Well,
butt.
he also had poison
Oh,
resist.
resist poison. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So we're done checking stuff in here.
Yeah.
We're going to pick the thief up eventually, but I want to focus some of the experience over to the character who's actually going to win the seed for me.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
so what I mentioned about win condition identification early on is very important in this flag set. And I recognized before we started that my win condition is that night. Um, I didn't want to take a grind. I just wanted to go, go, go.
Hmm.
And go we shall.
Orb.
Question about why I moved the knight up to second position. The reason for that is that I want more of the enemy attacks to get targeted at him.
Hmm.
So, if you're not familiar, the targeting of the AI is 50% to first slot, then it is 25 to the second slot, and then 12.5 to each of the third and the fourth. So by moving him up to second slot, that's just going to take some of the pressure off of the white mage, who doesn't have a lot of HP compared to the knight,
Hmm.
and certainly a lot less absorb than the knight has.
Monies, gear, meh. Gargoyles, meh.
Yeah, we don't care about them. All right, not great. I'm going to say that hate is going to be the better reference for the better trap treasure than me, because I've already forgotten several of those locations. What I do know is that on the Agama floor, the top left chest has a better trap treasure, and the incentive chest on 7 is also one of those, but yeah. So we're just going here because it's here. We don't actually get anything out of this incentive wise, but we do potentially get levels and we do potentially get gear.
Yeah. And we're grabbing money as we go through, as you can see, which is something we wanted. We got to have close to everything we need right here, I think, by now.
Yeah, and a lot of that is I need to get levels 3, 4, and 5 magic
Hmm.
for the white mage because we had life 2 available that I couldn't buy.
Fade.
Fade. Good enough.
Hi, Carrie.
Ooh, solid hit.
Really? Bye.
All right, I didn't find any place to get levels while I was in there, and not that I terribly much need a lot of them,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's just nice to have a little bit more than level 20 before you head into some of the areas we're going to be going to pretty soon.
Yeah.
From an incentive location perspective, we still have Ordeals, Sea, Waterfall, and Canaria Lock,
Yeah.
which, Canaria Locked is its own thing, right? Well, we can kind of fix that.
Yep.
We have a ninja. We just need to get levels on him.
Hmm. Those of you shrewd out there in the chat might have remembered that Sky is also still incentivized, so that is still out there. But because we're only seeking Chime, Sky is nothing that we want. Although it'd be funny if Sky is key.
Right. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty good overall. Oh, no.
Oh, wrong eye.
I'm feeling pretty good overall. What I do feel I need is mostly just experience.
Yeah.
So I'm going to only get dense locations of chests or things that are like literally in my face.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that also plays into the fact that, ooh, maybe.
How much HP do you have? 230. So somewhere between 230 and 800. Great.
Yes, the right side is also. I'm just going to take this like 2 or 3 more times, in large part because I can just kill it in one round.
Yeah. 43, so 24. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is fast.
So it's top left of the drop down room, which has the spike tile, but it's the left chest of those, so you have to hit the spike tile twice.
Yeah.
And then the right side of this room, which you can only get either by doing a warp trick or by stopping there before you drop. All right, I feel good.
Yeah.
We've solved the problem.
Yeah. 390 HP on that white mage feels just fine.
I am going to check. Whatever.
Eh.
And it's just another light axe.
that light axe would be endgame weapon worthy, and you can make that work if we didn't have an X-Cal, which is funny.
The X-Cal and the Masa.
Yeah.
So, where are we at here? All right, we're going to turn in this crystal and figure out if we need to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to, if we have the chime, we're going to do Sky first. And I'm going to revive the ninja before I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is not, then we do Waterfall into Sea,
Mm-hmm.
as both of those are incentivized. Please, game. I know I had hubris for stepping one step, but please. We get the key. Okay.
Okay.
The ninja revival is much less important now.
Mm-hmm. That's actually ideal for where the location was for that as well. Because now you can just pop right in here and check this. This is good.
Yep.
The boat just sitting there growing barnacles.
You know, we don't actually know anything about the dwarves yet because we haven't found either of their items, and I'm kind of concerned.
A little bit.
There's our chime. We don't need to know.
No, we don't. One of those is the leading to a katana, a vorpal, an opal bracelet, a power gauntlet, whatever. Who cares?
All right, so I revived the ninja because at this point I want a third body that actually has resources.
Mm-hmm.
That was a slight time waste because I shouldn't have bothered going into that town at all.
Slight, but it's fine.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get our white magic here that we were lacking, which, it's just life 2 for the white wizard. And then we had temper at 4 and fade
temper at 4 and fade at 4, and then exit if you wanted any more I think was 5, but that doesn't mean anything anymore. Heal 3 is fine too if you want to buy that.
Yep.
With short Temple of Fiends, heal 3 has slight less value, but it's still a very nice spell. Oh, fast, yeah. Temper was level 2 or 3, yeah.
That's right. Saber was available, but yeah. All right, so we no longer need to check any incentives.
Hmm.
I'm sorry to hate. We will not be carbonating today.
You got to save the frames here, not the world from mermaids. Wouldn't
I
hate
think I am
checking
still
this
gonna.
incentive here on your way, though. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna check that incentive just in case it's the power bonk
yeah.
specifically.
Wouldn't hate that. I mean, it could even the katana would be very nice here for the ninja. I don't hate it. It's on the way.
Forgetting I still have an actual sword equipped on the white wizard,
Hmm.
whereas the poor ninja relegated to the Bane sword.
Probably be better to swing that wear sword plus two, honestly.
That pushed the ninja up to 15. There was my lock picking.
Nice. Wow. No HP on those nightmares.
Yep. Do we take a robot chicken? Of course we take a robot chicken.
Yeah,
In the world do we
absolutely.
not take a do we not go to McDonald's and get the
Yeah,
Big Mac?
absolutely. No
Let me tell
fear.
you, the best part about it is seeing just how many levels you get.
Hmm. Wow, really no HP on those nightmares. That's crazy. There you go. Some of that spice right there. You love to see it.
Actually, now that I think about it,
Yeah, not a bad idea.
it's just a better sword, and I need
Hmm.
to admit that to myself.
Yeah, it is.
Like the elemental bonus is so good,
Hmm.
but it's also just not good enough.
Boo! Come on.
Oh,
Hmm.
I tried, guys.
Yeah,
Still trying.
with the encounter field so low too. This is a high dense encounter location, one of the highest in the game. But I don't know. Rude.
Yep. There is a better trap treasure in CC's Gambit, which is the North 4 pack. But yeah, we're not doing that.
We
This
don't care
encounter
about
with
stuff
Mini
anymore.
Sorcerer is very good too.
Yeah.
Please. All right, that's my last encounter here. We're giving up.
That's fine. That's a pretty good encounter in itself, right there. That's not bad.
Fate it is.
Yeah. Ooh,
Sleep Touch Tia 2. Okay.
Really?
Or Tia 1, rather.
rude. Um, I'm hoping that Masa just decided not to crit for some reason. She's a little thick.
It's okay. The scaling in this flag set is the more usual, like 70 to 150 or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
not super bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just, be aware.
Yeah. A little bit of absorb on that one, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah, level 5 had Cure 4, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop and pick that up before I go to Topher.
Yeah, it's fine. You can hit it really easy with your route right here when you're done with C. And
Yep.
no waterfall means you can go fast.
True.
So for argument's sake here, for the ducks watching, are you hard resetting or soft resetting as you go into the dungeons here?
I'm hard resetting because the run is really good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Discovering that early on in Marsh Cave made a lot of sense.
Yep. You know, that katana rolling up as much as it did makes me almost want to put the katana on, or you know, have leveled the thief instead of the fighter. But
I know.
here we are.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're gonna have all the magic you want on that thief. It's fine. Ghosts are scary.
They are. I do not like the ghosts.
Mm-mm. Yeah, we're not finding no power bonk tonight, Davian. We're done checking stuff, and if that power bonk is somewhere, it's gonna stay wherever it is. Note the 6 charges of level 8 magic as well, like we talked about.
Yep. The black belt is here just to provide a meat shield. Hey, look, he did his job.
Perfect. Actually perfect. Whoa.
This Kraken is doing work.
Yeah, he's not messing around.
All right, there he messed around, and that's
Yeah.
the end of him.
Yeah.
All right, so we stop in Melmond. We get level 5 magic, and then we go to Topher, and then we're done.
Yeah, we finished, and right on track. Right about 37-ish minutes. It feels like so pretty good.
I didn't buy the exit, so I have to walk it out.
It's fine. 4 charges of magic as well on that ninja. So even with that ninja taking a dirt nap for the majority of this, getting levels on the knight and the white mage, Saracen still has all the magic charges you want. So pretty good. Maybe that was why Kraken hit so hard. He had no armor on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I knew that, but I just didn't care.
Yeah.
So you do have to take one step down in order to use the loot there. I don't know why, but here we are. Hooray!
Ooh, that's nice. That's good to see.
Now, what I will say is this fighter isn't hitting as hard as I would like him to.
Right?
I think actually it's time for me to move the Masa back to the White Wizard and use the X-Cal.
I think it is. Fire 3's good. Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Big 5 hits for 587 though says it probably is not going to matter. We're fine.
We're fine.
Black belt trying to do anything to help.
Yep.
So cute.
9 hits, 355. Ew.
Yeah. Ooh, 3 hits, 3 damage. Behold the mighty katana.
Yeah, I mean, doing what he can.
Yeah, it happens. Ooh.
Well, little
Low
radiation
roll.
therapy.
Yeah. There we go.
actually heal up. I'm headed to chaos. Show my real priorities.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot to swap my weapons back.
you're gonna be
Whoop,
fine.
it's fine.
You're gonna be fine. If you can get 2 shots of temper off here, it's not even gonna matter.
Yeah.
Oh my god, please. Although we do have life in battle.
Sure do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm even letting the master swing. Go for it, buddy. Believe in you. 3 hits, 3 damage.
Dead Pulse, is there an achievement for having all 7 charges of Cure 4 left? I think you get a free bowl of soup with that.
We're not going to have them all left because I do actually want to keep the white mage around.
Thunder's rude, but again, fine.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we are.
GG's. 38 minutes, 22 seconds. Not bad.
So that was fun.
Not
bad. So Chaos Rampage. It's nice. It's fast. It lets you do things.
It
Lets you
does.
do silly things.
Yeah. The routing that Saracen took, very important to keep that in mind. You know, definitely, like he said, play out. Do a practice one of these before the weekly goes up tomorrow. You know, roll yourself a separate seed, try it out, see what kind of works for you. Plan your route out, and then go dive into it after the fact. Don't go in cold here. This is definitely a different animal.
Yep. This is a very divergent way of playing compared to what you're used to from the rest of the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's the other kind of floaterless.
Yeah.
So many boxes.
Yeah, 5,400 steps though is really nice. You want to keep your step count around 5,000 to 6,000 or less in these, so that's pretty good.
The other thing I'll say is do what you can to avoid wipes because they feel so much worse in a fast flag set. Like, I had a wipe in Marsh in a practice seed, and I'm like, that's a minute and a half of my life that I'm not getting back.
Yeah. They add up here quicker than they would normally, just because of the access to having all of your movement early, and they do feel worse for sure.
Yep. The experience scaling will help on that front. Just take advantage of what you can.
Yeah. I mean, you saw Saracen was level 32 on that fighter without really trying. You took that blue D for about 45 seconds just to kind of short things up a little bit. Yeah, it wasn't really anything at all. So even without taking any kind of a static grind, level 32 by the end of it on your main melee, it just goes to show like the scaling in this really does ramp up.
Yep. So yeah, I will be touching base with Life Reboot so we can get the async up tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
But again, roll another seed. Just hit that new button, generate a different seed, give it a try, and see how you like it.
Definitely give us some feedbacks in the boot camp room. We want to know what you guys think. This is different than anything you guys have played yet. So have some fun with it. Try a few practices. You can do a couple of these, in an hour and change. So they run much quicker. So plan your routes, think about things, know you only need those 4 items, and go fast and have some fun with it.
All right, well, that is all from me. Luffy, do you have any other final thoughts?
No, I think we covered most everything. You ran a great race, a great showcase, excuse me. It wasn't exactly a race, but you ran great either way. Thank you to Hate for jumping and doing the restream, and thank you for joining me in the booth and doing the running thing, and obviously FFR Prime for hosting us because you're so nice, and chat for joining. Always good to see some of you guys out there popping in and joining us on these weeklies. It's a lot of fun. That's why we do it. So thank you.
Well, with that, we have hit like basically exactly an hour on this stream. So, yeah, good night, everybody. And you shall see these flags in the morning.
And as a side note, if you give us about 5 to 7 minutes, there's going to be a Biggie broadcast of the Springo Bingo tournament match of Sonny Rath versus F. Coughlin coming up here pretty soon.